Have any comments, questions about each of these items? I want you to put them in the comments section so I can get them answered. And we're going to have some fun. You know what I need, John? I need music. We need like some low, in the background music, depending on the vibe of the host. Wouldn't that be fun? Because right now I'd actually have some Caribbean music on. Talk to me, DJ. What'd you find?
I'm checking all the apps.
Okay. So we have, let me talk to you about this. I think we have about 14 items to get through. And every single item that we're featuring is going to be luxuriant. So luxuriant is our lab-grown diamond collection here at Shop LC. Lab-grown diamonds right now are what everybody's talking about when you walk into a jewelry store. If you're going into the bridal section, the sales associate is probably going to encourage you to get in on some of these lab-grown diamonds they have available to you. So right now, a lot of people are transitioning, right? Because lab-grown diamonds and earth mine diamonds are identical when being tested. There is a test that they finally came out with because they said, well, if one is lab-grown, for ethical purposes, you want to make sure that people are not selling them as earth mined. Not that there's anything wrong with either one of them, but you at least want to know what is what. And so a lot of people that are selling lab-grown diamonds, they will bring you over to the section. They'll talk about, I'm hoping, the fact that they're the identical twin to their natural counterparts. So a lab-grown diamond is going to have the same chemical, physical, and optical properties as its natural counterpart. It tests just like a diamond. It's the identical twin. The only difference is when it's grown in the lab, there are different techniques and processes. The ones that we purchase from Luxuriant are going to be what's called the not BD, but CVD process, chemical vapor deposition process. And this is a technique that's actually used to ensure that the diamond seed that's taken into the lab to be grown properly, they put it under intense scrutiny to ensure that nothing goes wrong during the growth process of this diamond. So it's a controlled environment versus outside, the good Lord above. Of course, he's in control of that, Mother Nature. The chemical composition of diamonds, it takes billions of years for them to form. And so they came up with a way to take that diamond seed into the lab to put it into a chamber that helps that seed grow properly because, believe it or not, most of the diamonds that are actually found are industrial grade. So, diamonds are used for different things. They're the most durable substance on planet Earth. So you have diamonds that cut a lot, diamonds that are used in, other industries. But the color and the clarity of diamond that most of us fall in love with or that we're looking for is going to be what's called a near colorless or colorless diamond. G to H or FED. Okay, that's the color chart. Anything less than that, I'm not saying is bad. It's just when we think about aspirational pieces of jewelry, especially diamonds, people want near colorless to colorless diamonds if at all possible. The issue is they're very expensive, right? Now the diamond market becomes a little more, a bit rarer than, the diamond market as a whole because industrial, wise, when it comes to diamonds, they're not rare. You can find quite a few out there. So the lab-grown diamond materials are the rage. A lot of ladies like myself and couples in general, men that buy diamonds are finding that, hey, if I can get my hands on the same chemical composition, a diamond that I know is ethically sourced, this is something that's very appealing to many of us. So a lot of us are thinking, okay, well, why not? Why not invest in lab grown? I will tell you right now, just a little, and it's really not a secret. If you're watching the news and you keep up on this particular industry, you're well aware of the fact that earth mine diamonds are sitting on the shelves right now. Okay. A lot of, jewelers are they're having a hard time selling those earth mine diamonds versus the lab grown. So let me tell you something. They're having to lower prices on earth mine. So those of you that do want to buy only earth mine, be on the lookout for that. But the bottom line is with lab grown diamond material, although it's a lower price point, it's still expensive. It's still an expensive diamond. So for instance, if you were to buy a 1 carat loose lab grown diamond, you're probably going to spend anywhere between, I'd say, $2,700 to over $3,800. That's the lab grown diamond 1 carat. Okay. Just the diamond. If you were to buy the earth mine diamond, Now we're talking about closer to 7,000 to over 10 grand, depending on, what the color and the clarity is. So just a heads up, here at Shop LC, we're providing you with the same lab-grown diamond material you see out there, but at a much lower price point, just as we do the Earth Mind, right? We provide you with everything across the board here. When it comes to jewelry, gemstones, manufacturing jewelry, we are the manufacturer. So I'm really excited. Let's get the party started. I wanted to give you some information on diamonds just to ensure that you understand where we're at in the market, not us, Shop LC, but really diamonds in general, and how inexpensive they are here compared to anywhere else, the lab grown. And the designers that we have partnered up with, oh my gosh, when it comes to this collection. So let me get the party started. If you know anybody that's been looking for diamonds, please make sure you let them know. Okay? Tag them, forward the page, do what you have to do, because I have studs, diamond studs. I have diamond bracelet. Thank you, Hassan. Good to see you. We're going to be featuring different styles of lab-grown diamond rings and necklaces. So you may know a couple, you may know a person who's been wanting to buy diamonds, but maybe you know that they kind of went on a smaller side instead of the larger diamonds because of how pricey they are. So today I'm going to do everything luxuriant. The diamond material is going to be the best, okay? I'm going to start with luxuriant diamond studs. Now, just like the Earth Mine diamonds, lab-grown diamonds are also graded by color and clarity. Just like any other diamond in the earth, the lab-grown diamonds are graded. Because remember, it is a replica of that diamond. It's made up of the same chemical composition. So if they start off with the G to H, if they start off with the Fe, they're going to bring that seed into the lab, put it in a chamber, grow the diamond, allow it to grow to its absolute largest, piece of rock or rough possible. And then they're going to cut it, buff it, polish it, set it, and then bring it to the world. That's what's going on with lab-grown diamonds. Okay, so these are graded. These are going to be G to H, SI1. They are 1 carat in each ear. It's time to upgrade. I don't know about you, but the average, I've read this throughout my life, the average size diamond on a lady's hand or on the ear is going to be 1/4 of a carat to 1/3 of a carat. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Not at all, because I get it. Any diamond that I've ever seen that looked G to H or was G to H, you look at carat weights and then you think, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to go a little bit smaller in order to keep the consistency and the quality, right? And not have to settle for less or downgrade the diamond. So you got to go smaller. In order to maximize that kind of carat weight in a diamond or any other colored gemstone, you want a 1 carat, you're going to spend top dollar. When it comes to diamonds, you want a 1 carat that's near colorless to colorless. Forget about it. So a lot of us don't own a pair of 1 carat diamond studs. Now, here's what I will say too. One of the things that I really enjoy about Shop LC, and I want you to please do this for not for us, but for you. We want you to do your due diligence. If you look around right now for a pair of 10K white gold diamond studs that are lab grown, 2 carats, I want you to do apples to apples. In your search engine that you enjoy kind of searching for great deals in, put 10K white gold, 2 carat, G to H, okay, SI1 lab-grown diamond studs. See what pops back at you. Because these are going to cost you a few $1,000s anywhere else. Today here at Shop LC, let me give you the price cut.
Tell us.
So, good news. These are available, but the bad news is they're limited in stock. The even better news is you're getting a discount on top of the sale price. So right now they're listed at $1,079, okay? You get, now we've 25% off, right? 25% off. I want to make sure the discounts are there. So now we're talking $809.99 for diamond studs. Aren't they gorgeous? And what's interesting is as I come in close, the camera, I've got to tap on the screen to ensure that we've got clarity here. I am in awe because again, 1 full carat of diamonds in each ear is what you're getting. We're not talking about 1/2 carat, 1 carat total weight. That is a 1 carat diamond solitaire. It's in 10K. And it's up for grabs at a fraction of the price. You do not have to be concerned about whether or not you love them. The good news, especially those of you that are brand new to Shop LC, you have a 30-day money back guarantee. Okay, so everything is risk free. The only risk that you run during shows like this is that a lot of times our live streams are limited edition pieces. So the earrings, I only have 8 pair. The bracelet that I have next, only 8 in stock. The ring, the band style design that's actually done in rose gold and white gold, which is stunning, we only have 5 of. So everything's limited edition. You never want to wait or hesitate on the live stream items because they're pretty much like a last in stock. We discount them super, super low, and then we get to add that 25% discount on top of it. So in this case, $809.99, good news, we've got the budget payment option, so I'm going to divide that by 5. $161 per month. That's all you have to spend. And I stress that, especially for our new shoppers that never, you've never kind of purchased anything from us. We give you a 30-day money-back guarantee, of course. We want you to feel comfortable and confident about the purchases. But we also include free shipping and handling. And we give you access to a personal shopper team member or a customer care member that can assist you with any of your purchases. That's importante because there are a lot of live stream hosts out there, not because they wouldn't love to have a customer, service line, but it's usually a one-man band, right? You may have somebody helping you out, but for the most part, you don't have access to customer care. We have a customer care team that's available to you if you have any questions. And if I'm giving you some information about a piece and you take down the price and then all of a sudden it's not coming out to where I'm saying, the good news is they're there to help. So if you want to jot this down or maybe take a quick screenshot of this, any questions that you have about the pieces, about the money back guarantee, registering with us, because obviously you have to be registered, no purchase necessary, just like any other website that you shop at. Usually when you're going to check out and buy something, they're going to ask you to create an account, right? In some cases, you can check out as a guest. I think the information that we ask you for, basic, first, last name, email address, and then a 4-digit PIN you'll never forget. That way, anytime you're logged in, we know who you are. And then also we can do what's called a bill to ship to, which I love because, listen, you never know what you're going to run into during these segments where you probably think of your sister, your mom, who may not live in the same city or state. We've got your back. Okay. So in this case, I don't know if you're going to get mom of these diamond studs. I feel like you deserve a pair of diamond studs. These are 10K white gold. And some of you are thinking, well, wait a minute. I am thinking of my mom and I've got siblings that maybe can split the cost with me. Don't forget to get your siblings involved, especially with some of these higher end pieces with the budget pay option. It gives you a chance to kind of assign somebody to a monthly budget pay amount. That's something that some people may consider just because it's a higher price point. So anyways, those are just some ideas, but at the end of the day, you have to decide on what's right for you. Here at Shop LC, we try to make it as convenient as possible. So again, you've got the customer service number. We have your 25% discount. In this case, the studs are in 10K white gold. I will tell you with gram weights too, these are really nice because they're not super lightweight, but at the same time, they're not going to be too heavy where they're going to weigh on the ear. Right? I don't want you to think that we're compromising on the weight and not providing you with something good. These are going to be about a gram, 1.25 grams. So each one beautifully done. Look at those diamonds. The color and the clarity of the diamond makes a difference. Trust me. It's one of the reasons why, if you didn't know this, and maybe you do, when you walk into jewelry stores, a lot of times those jewelry stores actually use cubic zirconias. Some of you are like, what? Yes, in their settings, they will. And what happens is with CZs, when you see a CZ, because it's so perfect, once you start looking at diamonds and they give you the option on different, sizes and all that and color and clarity, you've now seen what, the best way you can see a diamond, which is it's tippity top, crystal clean. So now when you look at the diamond you're going to purchase, now you're looking at super expensive diamonds. I'm telling you, it's a thing. It's a thing. Anyways, so these are G to H. These are going to be in 10K white gold. These are only $809.99. With the budget payment option, 5 months, you have to pay it off, $161. And keep in mind, if you get these home and for whatever reason you don't like them, we don't want you to keep them. You're going to send them back to us and we'll refund you however you paid. If you paid the full amount, we'll refund it. If you paid the budget pay, we'll pay you that budget pay. I think there's like a stocking fee, but either way, you get that option of being able to see the piece, which I love, right? Because you got to test drive it. All right, so the bracelet's coming up next.
We love a test drive.
I do. I have to make sure especially with jewelry. You want to make sure it looks good on you, it fits you well, all that good stuff. That connection is super important. So we want to make sure you have it. And if you're not happy, you can always send it back and eventually we'll get you a piece that you absolutely love. This one right here is one of my personal favorites. These are a step above the G to H in color. These are going to be EF, which are colorless diamonds. They are luxuriant. In fact, Luxuriant is the brand that we work with, the entity that manufactures lab-grown diamonds for other brick and mortar stores, retail stores. We team with them. And those are the diamonds that we use here in our collection, the lab grown. And I'm telling you, it's some of the best ever, 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 ever. So this is a cuff design. The cuff bracelet it's got almost like a little memory wire style underneath of it. It is done in 10K yellow gold. So the texture that you have throughout the bracelet is one of my personal favorites. It gives you that Italian feel. I feel like the Italian designers, they add a lot of detail. And you know what? Before I put it back on, I want you to see it a bit closer. Look at the way the diamonds are set. So they have their own basket here. And the basket is not too high where the diamonds are going to get in the way. And remember, we talked about almost like a memory wire style. You're going to be able to bring this out. It closes back. And you know what it kind of reminds me of? Now, I'm not trying to like lessen the caliber and quality of the bracelet, but I've got to take you back for just a moment. You remember the slap bracelets? Bah!
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Where the slap bracelet would just wrap around the wrist. Anyways, that kind of fit, that feel was, in my opinion, super comfortable. So with the memory wiring, the stretch that you have here, it's really well made. You don't have to worry about the shape, kind of becoming wonky. It retains its shape beautifully, which is important. So now you don't have to worry about trying to get the bangle over the knuckle, right? You're like, if only I can get it over the knuckle, I know it's going to fit my wrist properly. Now you're going to start with the wrist, give it a little bit of a pull, not too much. You obviously don't want to stretch it. And then it conforms to the shape and size of your wrist. Now, I will say for those of you that have more of a petite wrist, I know I wear about a 6.5, 6.75, but I can wear up to a 7.25. This bracelet is going to be for those of you that are 7.25 and above. Okay, so if you're 7.5, 7.75, even 8 inches. I've actually put this style of bracelet on one of our hosts, Hunter, and he's able to wear this bracelet. Fits him comfortably, and he says that it doesn't bother him. So I just wanted to give you a heads up. If you have a wrist size of 8 inches, all the way down to about 7.25, I think this will work beautifully. If you have a more petite wrist, you wear a 6. Not that it's not going to look good on you. It's just with the cuff design, on one side you have the opening, right, the slight opening, and then on the other side you have the diamonds. So if you wear a 6.5 or even 6 inch, this is more than likely going to spin around on you, and I'm not too sure if you like that, right? It's designed so that the diamonds sit up forward, and so I just want to give you a heads up on the size there. But yeah, we have this one. We have 8 of them to go around, and if you have any questions, please let me know. This is, ladies and gentlemen, 1.5 carats of lab-grown diamonds. They are FE in color, EF, and they're VS. So these are colorless diamonds, which I love. Love, love, love this one. Also the gram weight. Do we have any gram weight listed there? This one's on clearance. It is a final sale, but you still get that big discount. $1,279.99. What was that?
No gram weight.
No gram weight. Okay. And you do get the 25% off on top of this, right?
Yes.
The clearance?
Yes.
Okay. I want to make sure. So we're talking $959.99. $959.99 for a 10K yellow gold bracelet. That's probably going to be, just based on, my experience, I think we're probably going to be right around 3 grams on the scale, if not more. So $959.99, you're going to divide that by 5. You have the budget payment option, $191 per month if you're interested in making payments. If you want to make the full payment, then you're going to be $959.99 out the door plus taxes. Any shipping? No. Zero shipping. Why? Because when you spend $50 or more with us during the live streams, you get free shipping. So that's always nice. But this one is a final sale item. This is our Cyber Week deal. It is a clearance item, so we gave it an extra discount. The original price on this one was $1,599, $1,599. And then we took it down. It's listed on our website at $1,279 right now. Plus, since you're watching during the live stream discount is going to give you an extra 25% off of that. So that's how I take you down to $959.99. You get a beautiful over 3 gram 10K yellow gold bracelet with diamonds. There are 5. You're winning. We're talking about like 1.5 carats of diamonds. And look how pretty this is. I'm going to step to the side because it really gives you a look at the texture. Oftentimes when you're on the live stream or when I'm trying to host a live stream, I bring it in and I'm not too sure if you guys are able to see clearly that texture that's present throughout the entire bracelet. So I want to make sure I'm clear with that. It's beautifully done. I mean, the detail on these bracelets, again, I could imagine myself in Italy and, walking into Gaia Perez's boutique there. She's one of the designers that's teamed up with us. And, finding something like this in her collection, which is probably going to be like $5,000, $6,000, if not more. She'd probably say not like 8. But, it's the beauty of shopping with us is that we're able to, as a manufacturer, buy gemstones in bulk, including lab-grown diamonds, and then having our team create beautiful designs around these particular gemstones we're able to procure. So, the diamond collection is I believe, better than the selection that you have in some of the jewelry stores. The difference with the jewelry stores is that they have them all laid out. For us, you'd obviously have to go to our website to check it out or stick with me because I'm about to get into some rings that I think you all are going to be cuckoo crazy over. You guys ready for some beautiful diamond rings? And I've got different styles. So it's not just that engagement type of diamond ring. It's more like designer, boutique, cluster, cocktail diamonds. I've got some diamond studs that'll be up for grabs. I have the beautiful diamond necklaces that we feature here. So all that is going to be up for grabs. If you love butterflies, I have a beautiful butterfly suite that's coming up. I've got the necklace and the ring. You all are going to love what's going to be up for grabs here. So the which one was it that I just did? I did the bracelet. So the bracelet, ladies and gentlemen, is a clearance item. It's a final sale item. There's no 30-day money-back guarantee attached to that, but you are getting the extra discount if you decide to get in on this, okay? So just an FYI, I like to be clear, transparent with the clearance items. It is a final sale. Most of these pieces, though, you get that 30-day money-back guarantee on. If it is a clearance item, I'll make sure that I emphasize that. So far, that's all we've done that is clearance, okay? The next piece, you do get a 30-day money-back guarantee on, and it is one of my personal favorites in the show. So I'm obsessed with rose gold and pink diamonds. There's just something really special about that beautiful combination of rose gold and pink diamonds. With pink diamonds, whether you buy them lab grown or earth mined, they're going to be the most expensive when you compare them to the yellow, the champagne, and the white. The pink reigns supreme when it comes to scarcity, when it comes to availability, when it comes to what people want, and price. Price is through the roof. So today I was able to get one of the most beautiful antique style band rings we have in the collection. And I apologize, especially those of you that have not seen my show. I know the rings are a little bit large on my finger. With our sizes, my ring finger happens to be a size 4. The smallest we have typically is going to be a 5. And a lot of times those 5s sell out. So if it's available, we'll get it. But I'm trying to make you aware of the fact that obviously it's going to fit you a bit differently. When I put it on my finger, though, I try to put it on so that you can see it as if it were to be on yours without you, Anyways, so this one is $1,699, so $1,699. I've got to give you the discount price before I give you the carat weight, because I think a lot of you are going to be blown away, especially those of you that have seen the price points on diamonds right now. Lab grown or earth mined, believe it or not, the earth mined, the lab grown diamonds are pressing that price down. They're driving the price down. So the earth mined diamonds are going down in price, and the lab grown diamonds, the demand has gone up. Prices fluctuate. Nobody can do what we do when it comes to price cuts on lab grown or earth mine. So let me explain. Minus the 25%. So we're at $1,274 for this one. This one is 14K white gold, 14K, not overlay. This is 14K solid gold. We also have 14K rose gold, so it's a two-tone. You have a full carat of diamonds. They are VS in clarity. Beautifully done here. That two-tone finish and all the texture that you see throughout the band is something that definitely takes my breath away. I mean, when I see designs like that, I think of antique jewelry. So this is an opportunity for you to get your hands on the most exclusive right now in our lab-grown diamond show, at least one of them. So $1,274 is where we're at, but you've got the two-tone finish, right? You have the 14K. Now, to one of our shoppers out there, keep in mind, right, with diamonds, just like other gemstones, you have options. You can do lab grown, you can do simulated, or you can do earth mined, right? And a lot of times it depends on people's budget. It depends on, what's available. And so we want to give people options. It's one of the reasons why now all the high-end jewelry stores, De Beers and all of them, are now talking lab-grown diamonds, right? It is what it is. The people are what drive the market. And right now the market is changing. People want to get their hands on lab-grown diamonds, whether the people that love earth mined, are interested or not. It's an option, ladies and gentlemen. So we want to make sure we give everybody the option to get their hands on it. I signed up for it because I like wearing, the different cuts of diamonds. I like a larger carat weight of diamond, but I'm not necessarily going to spend the money on the earth mine. I'm just not. So, up to you. But I think a lot of people, the market is shifting. The people, the mindset of the people, we're all saying, well, sign us up. You like it. It's got the same chemical composition, optical property, all that good stuff. So, I would definitely suggest, especially if you're somebody who likes to travel but doesn't feel comfortable traveling with your earth mine diamonds, get a couple of the lab growns. Take them with you. Travel the world with them. But add them to your collection because they're unique, they're different, and it's a preference. It's obviously up to you as to what you want. But every single jewelry store will now feature lab-grown diamonds, earth mine diamonds, and moissanite. Okay, there was a time where moissanite was not in the jewelry stores, and you also didn't have the lab-grown. Now you look up Jacques Bleu, the highest end jewelry stores, they have a lab-grown diamond collection. They give you the option of going loose. You can create your pieces from scratch, all that good stuff. And so do we. So with that said, the discounted price here, as I mentioned, $1,000. We're at $1,699.99 minus the 25%, $1,274.99. It is 14K, white and rose gold. You do have a full carat of diamonds. And this one is a unisex piece. I mean, you could easily buy this for yourself. You can buy this for somebody else. Not all men want a smaller millimeter size in the band. Some guys do, right? So everybody's a little bit different. I will give you this. Millimeter size on the band is right at about a 6. So you're at a 6 millimeter. Some guys prefer 8 millimeter, 9 millimeter, 10 millimeter. So again, giving you the option, if you're interested, it's an 8 millimeter band. And it's got a full carat of pink and white diamonds. So come on in for that one. If you have any questions, please make sure you let me know. If you're interested in any of these pieces, make sure you let me know. If you have any questions, you have the option of the 30-day money-back guarantee. Also, that budget payment option is available to you. So if you're interested in any of these pieces, here's how it works, right? In the comments section, you're going to put the word shop and the number that's associated with that piece. You're then going to hit, send it off. It'll generate a link. You'll be able to click on that link. It'll give you more information. Another thing I wanted to remind you of is that we have that personal shopper team behind the scenes. So you can always give them a call. They'll be able to answer your questions. And they can also apply the discounts that I'm mentioning you get during the live stream. Okay, 25% off. You spend $50 or more, you get the free shipping and handling. And I've got some beautiful designs to get to here. I mean, if you want a pendant, I've got a few different styles of pendants, actually more pendants than I've ever had during any show. So I'm pretty excited about that. Here's the number to the personal shopper team. 888-835-2237. Okay. So if you're interested in chatting with them, they'll be more than happy to answer all your questions. I want to make sure you have that. Also, when you're checking out, keep in mind you're getting the free shipping and handling. You spend $50 or more, free shipping, free shipping, free shipping. So that next one that we're on is going to be shop 4. Shop 3 is that two-tone 14K rose white gold 1 carat diamond band. We were right at about a 6 millimeter wide. That is still up for grabs. The next one, let's see here. Is this one? So when they say Cyber Week deal, is that a clearance?
I believe so, because it's showing regular price. So I assume it is clearance.
Was there a 30-day money back guarantee on those? That's the most important thing.
That I'm not sure.
Okay. Can we find that out? Can we?
I will ask.
You will?
I don't
Okay.
see it. Yeah, let me ask.
I just don't see it being a part of our clearance. Typically, I would assume that it would say clearance, but I don't like to assume. But I want to make sure I'm giving you the right information because I've seen a few of these Cyber Week deal banners, and I'm pretty sure just because it's a Cyber Week deal doesn't mean you can't return it if you don't need to.
Right.
So we're just going to confirm that. Free shipping. The next earrings are going to be in gold. But here's the thing. These are the largest pink diamonds we have in the collection. These are the largest pink in this collection out here. I can't say in all. Oh my gosh. Look at the size of those center pink diamonds. And I cannot believe the price I'm about to give you. $1,599.99 plus you get the 25% off. These are going to be 1.5 carats. So let me give you the discounted price. So we're at $1,199, ladies and gentlemen. And this is incredible because first of all, watch the size. Watch when I put these on, what you get here. Oh my goodness. Now I'm going to break down because I want to know what the pink, I'm curious to know what the size of the pink diamond is in the center. You have the 2 pink diamonds in the middle. Each one is a 5 millimeter. Each one of these is a 1/2 carat apiece. So I knew it. I knew these were huge. So the pink diamond is a 1/2 carat in each ear. And remember, whether you are pricing the lab-grown diamond material or the earth mine, anytime you look for pink, you're going to pay top dollar. Okay? So this has the pink diamond in the center, 1/2 carat, 5 millimeter. And then you have the 48 additional diamonds in the swirl. The swirl design is stunning. I've got to have these. $1,599 with the discount. You're down to $1,199.99. Gentlemen, if you are watching right now, if you happen to have landed on this, live stream and you're catching the show, pink diamonds are going to be the most expensive. As I mentioned just a few minutes ago, you may have caught it, maybe not. Whether it's lab grown or earth mine, pink diamonds are expensive. All you have to do is look around. I don't want you to sit here and just take my word for it. As you look around, I think you're going to be a lot more comfortable and confident with your purchases. And then when you finally get one of the pieces home that we manufacture, you're going to be hooked. It's a done deal. It's all she wrote, especially those of you that have never shopped with us before. So we're manufacturer first. We've been doing this for 40 years. And prior to us becoming a home shopping network, we were the deal. We were brick and mortar retail, home shopping networks. Other designers would come to us to get their pieces designed in bulk. So we're a manufacturer. The really cool thing about being a manufacturer, and we go to the mine. We buy rock and rough before it's even the mineral, so when you find the gemstone in the rock, it's called rough. In that rough, you extract the gemstone, right? You chip away at it, you cut it, buff it, polish it, facet it. So that entire process is done in-house. When you're vertically integrated and everything is done in-house, we're able to save you a significant amount of money. So when we say factory direct, we really mean like mine to your home. It's exaggerating, but you know what I mean, right? Obviously things have to be done and the piece has to be made, but we're not talking about 12, 15 hands and then finally it makes it to, our shelf here and voila, we're airing it. This is all done in-house. So again, the pink diamond in the center is a 1/2 carat. Insane. And I wish I had access to, I'm not too sure, DJ, if you have any access to comparisons.
Yeah, I see some.
Because the minute you start looking around for these pink diamond half carat in 14K, you're going to see lab grown, right? There's this misconception when you hear the word lab grown. A simulant is going to look like a gemstone, but still be a simulated gemstone tends to have more sparkle, right? Because it's not the real deal. Natural material, gemstone material, not all of it is always going to sparkle. Just depending on the characteristic of the gemstone, the chemical composition of the gemstone, they're all unique and different. So some are going to be opaque, some are going to be semi-transparent, some are, so it really depends.
That other item is not on clearance, by the way. Just because it says Cyber Week deal does not mean it's on clearance.
Oh, good. Okay, so the other one too.
Correct.
So then I have a correction to make. So everything's been 30-day money back guarantee. So no clearance items.
Unless specifically stated.
So cyber deal in that, I just wanted to double check because
Sure.
I like to ask.
You have the capability, right?
Yeah. See that? We were able to reach out directly. So we have a great show so far. Every single one. We started with the studs. Those are 30-day. We moved into the bracelet. We did the band. Every single item so far during our live stream here today is money back guarantee. So I just wanted to put that out there. As soon as you get your pieces, as I mentioned, that's when you're going to be addicted to Shop LC because, the stuff that you get from us, especially the higher end, like the Luxoro or our Rhapsody collection, which is 18K and platinum, these are collections, ladies and gentlemen, that you would find in high-end jewelry stores, right? Because now this is what's out in the market. This is what people are demanding. We want to see more lab-grown diamond material, and we want to see different styles, different designs so that, we're able to have some options. And that's what we're bringing you here at Shop LC. Lots of different options. So with this option, you're going to have 1.5 carats, right? So as I mentioned, that full carat is coming from the pink diamond, 1/2 carat in one ear, 1/2 carat in the other. Now, with that said, you still have that 1/4 carat in each ear of white diamonds. And I'm going to bring that in a bit so you have a chance to see. You see how the center diamond is the pink color? And then on the outer part of the halo, you have the white diamonds. So 1/4 carat on the left, 1/4 carat on the right, 1/2 carat total weight with white diamonds. The rest of that carat weight is from those giant pink diamonds. And I'm really hoping that you're looking around to see what the lab-grown pink diamonds are selling for. You're going to be surprised at the type of discounts we're offering you through this entire show. Entire show.
This one.
Say again?
No comp for this one.
Okay, so again, we don't have any comparisons. Typically, we do a lot of those comparisons on the TV side. Live stream's a little bit different. We're hoping that you do your own checking behind the scenes, your due diligence, and do a little research to see what kinds of price points are out there. But keep in mind, this collection, let me see, a lot of these pieces are going to be in gold. Sometimes we have our DeJoy collection with the lab-grown diamond material in it. A lot of these pieces are going to be gold. Many of you have asked us, especially as we approach the holiday season, for 10K, 14K as much as possible platinum. So we've got that up. But wait till you see these rings I'm about to get into. Like I kicked off the show with the two pairs of earrings. I did the band, and then I also did the bracelet. Now we're going to get into some of the most beautiful wedding style, upgrade engagement, maybe an upgrade anniversary ring. We've got some beautiful lab-grown diamond designs out here. So I'm hoping that you're ready to play. I'm hoping that you're keeping your options open as I go through these items because I think a lot of you are going to love this. Now, this is a clearance item that I'm doing next. This is a final sale. But with that comes along one of the biggest discounts I'm able to give you on a $950 platinum engagement ring. Now, maybe you're already married and you decided, you know what? We're not necessarily going to go over 1/4 carat, 1/3 carat, even 1/2 carat if we can find it. But eventually, maybe after a couple of years, 5 years, 10 years down the line, or maybe you've been thinking about it as time goes by, I want to upgrade. I want a larger diamond. I've got your back. This one is one of my personal favorites in the collection. Ladies, gentlemen, we're talking 2.25 carats. Radiant cut in the center, and then you have your emerald cuts on the side. One of the most beautiful engagement rings, upgrade diamond rings. Are you kidding? Color and clarity, EF, VS. Setting, 950 platinum, the rich man's gold. Your price, listen to this, $2,209 for 2¼ carat in 950 platinum. But more importantly, you get the 25% discount from the 2,209. So let's get you the price. $1,657. $1,657. The platinum setting, ladies and gentlemen, is going to weigh a minimum of 4 grams. The diamond in the center, I'm going to break it down for you. By the way, we have sizes 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. If you need this one size, we do it complimentary, no charge to you. So the center diamond is a 1.67 carat. The radiant cut in the middle, that's a radiant cut. That's a 1.67 carat. Then you have the 2 diamonds on both sides. They're actually going to be trapezoid. I just saw the way they cut them. So these diamonds on the side are 34 points apiece, over 1/3 of a carat. The side diamonds can be, a lot of women, a lot of ladies actually have the size of the side diamonds as their solitaire, which is fine. Nothing wrong with it. I get it. I'm the same exact way, right? I'm not somebody who, when we first talked about, getting married, my husband and I said, look, we don't necessarily, I don't need anything, over the top. And he said, whoa. Let me worry about that one, babe. But, that was the first thing that came to mind. Because what happens is when you go a carat and a half, now a lot of people are spending, the 8,000, 10,000, 15,000, depending on the color and the clarity of the diamond. This one is a 1.68 carat. You have the 2 trapezoids, right? Those are going to be 60 points, just over 60 points apiece. And then you have the 950 platinum setting. This out the door with the clearance price, because right now it's listed at $2,209.99. You're getting it for $1,657. Now, this is perfection. Absolute perfection. Anywhere else on planet Earth, 950 platinum bands these days are going to cost you over $2,500. So the fact that you're able to get this entire piece out the door with the radiant cut diamond and the specialty cuts on both sides for $1,657 is huge. Huge. Look around. See what's out there. Take this down, though. 2¼ carat. The lab-grown diamonds have to be EF in color, VS in clarity. The lab-grown diamond piece that you compare it to also, 2¼ carat in platinum, 950 platinum. So I'm really hoping that you have a chance to look around to see what's out there in the market, because I think once you do that, you're going to find, wow, first of all, there's more of an extensive collection of lab-grown diamonds than I ever would have imagined. Because again, the shift in the market, people are saying, bring me more lab-grown diamonds. People are stopping. They are no longer buying as much as we were the earth mine diamond material, driving the prices down, having those earth mine diamonds sit on in the case. People are like, sign me up for a lab grown. Talk to me about the color and clarity. How big can I go? Here's my budget. So they're finding they can get a lot more money, or a lot more for their money rather, than going earth mine. But here's what I'll tell you. Nobody can beat the price points we're able to provide you with, right? Just like anything else we have here at Shop LC, we beat the competition. You're buying directly from the manufacturer, so we're going to save you tons of money, thousands of dollars on these lab growns. So this one again, $2,209. It is a final sale, a clearance item. But with the clearance price, it takes you from $2,209, which is excellent for a platinum band and 2¼ carat of VS EF diamonds. That's an excellent price, especially since the diamond in the center is over 1.5 carats. That's only going to cost you $1,657.49. You do have a 5-month payment plan, so if you divide that by 5, today you're paying $331 and some change. So I'm just saying, if you're interested, this is definitely one of the prettiest designs I've seen us do here, and it's perfect. Any kind of engagement, wedding, that's beautifully done. Oh, and by the way, we only have 5 of those to go around. if I'm not mistaken, 5 in stock. So make sure you're taking advantage of the option to get the 2.25 carats. And I have a correction to make on the band. I think I said it was 4 grams. It's actually a minimum of 5.1 grams, and that's in the size 6. If you get a 7, 8, 9, or 10, you're going to get more than 5.1 grams. So just want to give you a heads up on that, okay? With that said, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. Pick up the pace a bit. I've got a 14K yellow gold diamond ring. Oh, this one's beautiful. This is a 3-stone coming up. That's a kind of a trilogy, too. I didn't even kind of mention that with your last one. That trilogy design is beautiful. So 3 stones representing past, present, and future. Today, tomorrow, yesterday's. I think, you know, the theme of 3-stone tends to be something that a lot of us gravitate towards just because of the meaning behind it. So I've got another 3-stone. This one has the 3 stones in the middle. You have the outer halo, a bit different than the traditional. This one is beautifully done in 14K yellow gold. You have 1.6 carats total weight, and it's in yellow gold. 14K, that is. Beautifully done here, I got to say. This is more that traditional style I've seen in jewelry stores. This one is a 30-day money-back item, so just wanted to give you a heads up. The only one that we had that was a clearance was that radiant cut I just featured. Just an FYI on that. Everything else, including this one, we're at $1599.99. Guess what? With the 25%, that puts you down to $1,199. $1,199 on that. And the listed price on our website before the 25% discount, since you all are watching during the live stream, is $1,599. I know, it's such a big deal. Such a big deal. Because we're not talking about a half carat here. We're talking about 1.6 carats of lab-grown diamond material. G to H in color, near colorless. SI in clarity. So this is a hot deal, for sure. The band on these beautifully finished. Anytime you look at our under galleries, the comfort fit that you see there, we put more gold, more metal underneath to ensure you've got a smooth, comfortable fit, but also a little more metal in the setting. In this case, it's 14K yellow gold. I love it, though. There's nothing like a clean diamond. The issue is, at least in my experience, anytime I look at the cleaner diamonds, cha-ching. So I've passed them up on several occasions. Now that Shop LC delivers joy on an entirely new level, I'm telling you, this is the way to go. Now, I have the biggest superstar in the show coming up next, at least one of them. Now, I'm going to call it the superstar of the show. If we're talking about the bridal collection pieces, like the Radiant Cut, the next one I have up for grabs is the most exclusive of all the diamond pieces I will have in this show. So don't forget to like the page, share the page out if you can do it, because I want your people, the people closest to you, to be watching as I present this next item. This is like the best deal you can get your hands on, ladies. If you and your significant other are looking to upgrade, you're wanting to get an anniversary diamond piece, get ready. If you're a gentleman who's out there watching the live stream and you're considering proposing to a sweetie pie, get ready. If you're somebody who's had a conversation recently with a family member that you're close to who has said, I'm looking for diamonds, I want to get a beautiful piece of jewelry this year for my boo-boo, get ready. Oh my gosh, sheeshums. For the love of diamonds, good night. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the most exclusive of doorbuster deals right here, right now. Dun, dun, dun. Are you all seeing this? Share the page now. Share the page, please. That center pear cut pink diamond is a 75 point. This beautiful setting is done in 14K rose gold and white gold. Oh my goodness. I think I want this one. I really do. Absolute perfection. 2.25 carats total weight between the diamonds. And the center diamond all by itself is a 7 by 5 millimeter. That beauty's a 3/4 of a carat. You have 50 additional diamonds that are, well, it depends, right? Because you have your baguettes, or excuse me, your princess cut diamonds, or you have your rounds. So let me give you the breakdown. Let me see. The first set.
It doesn't specify.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so. These are princess cut. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've got 8 princess cut diamonds. This thing is stunning. Your price today for 5.25 grams of 14K white and rose gold, your center diamond being that 3/4 of a carat. We're going to change the picture right behind me here in just a second. Give it a second to catch up. But this ring is on super sale. So the price listed right now is $2,799.99, which is a deal for a pink diamond this caliber. Lab grown or earth mine, doesn't matter. So obviously the earth mine is going to be more expensive, but the lab grown is still going to be pricey. You find a 75-point pink. That's a pink. That's not like a light pink because there is a difference. When you find the yellow diamonds that are earth mine, there's a difference. When you do when you go in and look for the lab growns that are available, there's a difference. The brighter the color of that gemstone is, especially the diamonds, the more money you're going to spend. If you've ever walked into the jewelry stores that have like the pink diamonds up front, they'll put the brightest, even the yellows. They call those canary yellows. This is that pink. Color de rosa. Rosita. 75 points in the center. And this is stunning. With the discount, let me give you that discounted price real quick. $2,099. So the original price is $2,799. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. We're going to give you that 25% discount, taking you down to $2,099. $2,099. And then we have the budget payment option. So you can make the payments for $19.99 today, plus any taxes. Shipping and handling is going to be on us. You're spending more than $50, right? We're going to package it beautifully and give you that money-back guarantee. You've got to get this one. If you're watching the live stream right now, put the word shop and the number 7 so you can generate that link that's going to take you to the item. You can see it a bit closer. This is the bomb. Like explosion. 5.25 grams minimum in the setting. And yeah, it is stunning. It really is. One of my favorite pieces in the entire show is this one here. Hopefully you have a chance to contact a friend or a family member if you need to get in touch with your sweetie pie to get that approval. I get it. It's a larger purchase. I would jot down the item number. I have 10 of these in total, 10 of them. And once you get it home, if you decide to keep it, we're going to do the free ring sizing for you. So if you decide to keep it, we'll do free ring sizing. Another thing I wanted to show you was that the band we had earlier pairs up with this in such a beautiful way. In fact, if I have Eileen shopping today, oh my goodness. Susan, Margaret, or Noreen. Noreen also hanging out with us on a regular basis. Happy holidays to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being a part of the family. We've got an incredible diamond lineup today. So coming up next, I'll keep moving. If you want that pink diamond, remember it's a 75-point center stone. You have a 2 1/4 carat total weight in diamonds. It is going to be in 14K, starting at 5.25 grams. That one is on sale from the $2,799 asking price. With the 25% discount, you're going to be at $2,099. Okay, so it takes off about $800. Okay, the 25% discount takes off just over $800, which is incredible. All right, next. So we're going to get into a diamond pendant solitaire. This one's a beauty. I have a diamond pendant solitaire. Oh my gosh, we only have 2 of these. Okay, we only have 2 of these. Code red. This is going to be an EFVS diamond. It is a 3 carat. Look how pretty. It's gorgeous. Now, this one doesn't come with the chain. We went ahead and put a chain through the bail just so you can see it as I hold it up. But this one comes as is. It is IGI certified, so it comes with a certificate. The International Gemological Institute, that's what IGI stands for. They are a reputable company that people from all over the world rely on for their expertise in gemstones, including diamonds. So they certified the diamond for you for authenticity. You also have an IGI certificate number that's inscribed on each of your diamonds that are IGI certified, whether they're lab grown or earth mined. Oh my gosh, look at the size of that. So this one is a 3 carat, perfectly set. Asking price is $25.99, $2,599 minus the 25%. We're at $1,949. $1,949. Isn't that incredible? So you are able to really get yourself something timeless and classic. With diamond solitaires like this, whether they're a ring design or a pendant or even a pair of earrings, I mean, this is a staple in one's collection. But also when you think about how expensive the solitaires that are, half carat, 3/4 of a carat, full carat, this is a 3 carat lab grown diamond. And after pricing them, you start looking for the loose lab grown diamond material, especially the EF. We're talking colorless. You're going to spend for the 3 carat, because I saw a 1 carat the other day for $3,800. The 3 carat's going to be over $15,000. Yeah. Some of you are like, what? Think about what an earth mine diamond that's EF in color, colorless, that's 3 carats would cost you. Probably closer to 20 nowadays, right? If not more. So, you've got some options. Here at Shop LC, we're talking $1,949 for the setting. The setting is in 950 platinum. So it doesn't come with the chain, but the actual setting itself is on 950 platinum. And you've got some nice gram weight here. I think you're right at about 1.5 grams, 1.25 grams of platinum. So you're winning. Perfect size. I'm thinking about all the lovely outfits you're going to be wearing for the holiday season and how well just a classic 3 carat diamond pendant is going to look with everything that you wear for the holiday. And into the new year. It's not just about the holiday, right? Holidays go by quickly. Nice to have that, just classic staple in the collection that you can wear with anything and everything. This is another one that you can wear with anything and everything. I have a very petite necklace. It is a Las Vegas closeout we purchased when we were there last. We go to gem shows and we're able to buy off designers and buy everything that they have at price points. We can pass along the savings to you so that you can really benefit. But that necklace is a Las Vegas closeout. We're going to be doing it here in just a few minutes. I'm going to do an IGI certified 950 platinum antique style ring. I think a lot of you are going to like. This one is another one of those wedding, engagement, or just an upgrade diamond ring. Some of you just love wearing your diamonds anyway. I could not believe the workmanship on this particular piece, the details that you have throughout this. It is so beautifully done. So we're talking $3,399. This is, listen to this, 3.5 carats. Whoa. The cut on this is unlike anything I've ever seen here. Look at the faceting on that. The faceting on this diamond is next level. The center diamond is nearly a 9mm round cut. Actually, it's an oval. Is it an oval or is it a round? Octillion. I stand corrected. I knew the additional faceting was something different. So with the octillion cut, what you have is almost like a 3D feel when you look at the diamond. It's unbelievable. It almost looks as though the diamond just kind of comes to life, like gets bigger as you look at it. So the octillion cut with the faceting on this particular cut, it enhances the diamond in every way you can imagine. You've got the antique style design. The setting itself is going to be one of the biggest settings, one of the heaviest settings you can put your hands on. They start at 7.45 grams of 950 platinum. So you have 140 extra diamonds. I love everything about this ring. I mean, just the elevated detail, all the design that you have here, beautifully done. IGI certified, so you will get that certificate with your purchase. It's 3.5 carats. The center diamond all by itself is a 2.73 carat octillion. That's the type of faceting in the cut that you have. 77 additional points in those round cuts. I mean, you have different millimeter sizes in diamonds throughout the entire piece. This one is on sale, $3,399.99, but you get the 25% discount, putting you down to $2,500. Wow, and $49. $2,549 for 3.5 carats of EFVS lab grown diamonds. Remember, color and clarity make a difference, whether they're earth mined or lab grown. Remember, carat weight makes a difference, whether it's earth mined or lab grown. That's going to be 3.5 carats of perfection. The antique design, next level. But keep in mind, you haven't, listen, 30-day money-back guarantee if you landed on our live stream. Never watched us before. Welcome to Shop LC. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Jessica Maldonado. I am your Tuesday early evening, late afternoon host. And today I'm bringing you lab-grown diamonds. Today I'm bringing the heat. These are going to be in time for the holiday season. So, gentlemen, if you wanted to buy something spectacular for your sweetie pie, please make sure you're taking advantage. Any questions you had, that personal shopper team is on standby. I'm going to put the information. If you need to chat with them, they can answer every single question you have, apply the discounts, all that good stuff, get you set up. So we're going to put their number up there again so you can take that down. Chat with them. Have a chat with them. Get your questions answered. That way you feel comfortable, confident. If you have any questions for me, let me know. Put it in the comments section. I'll be more than happy to address those questions right now. Okay?
I worked with the personal shopper team last week. They were great.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
They are. All of us host and, production, whatever it is, whatever role we play within the company, doesn't matter. All of us do quite a bit of shopping here, especially during the holiday season. So many of us have worked with the personal shopper team members. They're all delightful. They're all very, insightful. They have their ideas on certain things too, because if you work with them to design your own piece, there's just a lot that you can do with us here at Shop LC. We're hoping that you take a leap of faith, especially if you've never watched us before or shopped with us. I mean, the good news is you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So there is no risk. I feel like the only risk that you run is second guessing yourself and never shopping with us and then missing out on an opportunity to own some really great looking jewelry. I mean, antique. We've got so many different collections here. Like the one I just did this is high end. This isn't like the ordinary. This is 950 platinum. This is 3.5 carats. This is that specialty octillion cut that you'd probably have to ask a jeweler about. They'd have to locate the cut, and then you'd have to pay them just for locating it first. That kind of thing. So I always suggest that you check it out, take advantage of it, so you have a chance to, just be a part of the family from that point on. Once you experience the quality, I think that'll get you in forever. And at the end of the day, that's what we want. We want you to test drive us out and then, let us know what you think. And I think you'll be able to let us know just by coming back. Once you come back for more, it's on. All right, so coming up next, I have the cutest necklace. I actually saw this one about a month or so ago. We have a few of these left in stock, very few. We only have 11. But when I saw this, I thought about my daughter. This one is such a cute piece. So you have here 10 points. This is more of a diamond accent piece, right? Nothing overdone. This is for the minimalist. This is for that young lady who likes to keep it simple, nice and clean, petite, demure. This is $279.99 for 10 points of diamonds. It is in 10K yellow gold. You have a 25% discount and a 30-day money-back guarantee, okay? I'm going to step to the side while I do the calculation. Can we take this out of a blur? Is it blurry?
It is, but then we won't be able to see it super well.
Really? That's interesting. So the $279.99 minus the 25% is going to be $209. So $209 is your price on the diamond necklace, and it is a necklace. It's not a pendant, meaning you don't have a bail, so the chain is attached to the piece. As soon as you wrap it around the neckline, it's going to sit in place. Okay, really cute design. Let me bring my blouse down and show this to you on the neckline so you have a chance to see it. Let me make sure okay, this way. This is such a pretty piece. But you see the diamonds. The diamonds are noticeable. You have the perfect size here, right? Not over the top. And we're talking $209.99 from the $279 price point. So you've got a really nice piece of jewelry that's going to be almost like suspended in the air because of how petite also the chain is. It really focuses in on that beautiful pendant. Minimalist design. I know we've got a lot of family members that prefer, again, the minimalist look. If that is you, or you know somebody who would appreciate a beautiful diamond pendant, it's definitely the way to go. I love the shape of it, and I love just how stylish the design is. So that one is on sale too. I'm going to get in. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to get into some larger kind of cocktail style rings. I know I've been doing more so like the engagement look or the wedding ring or anniversary ring. This one is going to be coming up first. And then I'm going to start getting into items like this. Look, one of my favorites. Look at this butterfly. Isn't that pretty? And then look at this one. Oh, yeah, a flower with the pink and white diamonds. And I've got a pair of matching earrings that goes with the this ring. And then for the butterfly, I have a pendant that goes with the butterfly. So we got some good stuff. This is our final hour together. We only have about 40 minutes left. Trust me, it's going to go by quickly. I'm going to start showing you some designs that I think you might be interested in, especially for those of you that are not necessarily looking for that kind of bridal look, but more so a design that you can wear. Just a nice masterpiece that's dripped and drizzled in diamonds. I think we're going to have a lot of different creations from our design team that you may want, you may not. We'll see. But shoot me a quick text message. Let me know if there's anything that you need to know in addition to the information that I'm giving you. These are coming up next. Look how pretty these are. These are lever backs. Now, a lot of us have seen this type of design on the red carpet. You see them on the celebs when they're making their little acceptance speeches. You know, that dangle, that beautiful kind of framing of the face. These are diamond earrings that are coming up next. So I just wanted to give you a heads up. These are after the ring. We're going to do the ring first, and then I'll do the diamond earrings so you don't move a muscle. Hang with me for as long as you can. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. Dun, dun, dun. Now, I have good news. This one is in 925 sterling silver, which is going to drive the price down. We want to give you a nice 2-carat cocktail design, big and bold. We did it in silver instead of gold. That way we can save you a significant amount of money. You ready for the savings? So the listed price is $549.99. We're going to take a 25% discount on that, taking you down to $412. $412 for this beautiful cocktail style diamond ring in silver. This one features 57 diamonds, which I love, because now you have more of that. It's a larger look. You have the small diamonds in the setting, but yet you have, look at the, no compromising here on color and clarity. We're talking G in color, VS in clarity. Best of the best. You should have one of these diamond pieces if at all possible. Let me give you the breakdown. If you decide to go with budget pay, that's going to be a 5-month payment plan. So we're at $82.50. That might be where you needed to be in terms of budget, right? I get it. We want to bring you as much variety as possible. I don't want to be in the thousands of dollars the whole time I'm out here, right? I want to make sure that you all can get that same caliber and quality of diamond, but in a much more affordable, setting. So we did it. $82.50. You're getting 2 carats of lab-grown diamonds that are G in color, VS in clarity, near colorless. You have a really nice cocktail design. The size of this cocktail, look at this. Look at this. And you know what? I'll face it towards you, and then I'll put the ruler next to it. That way I'm not just talking about it. I'm showing it to you. That's going to be over a half an inch. Over a half an inch in height. Even if you call it right at a half an inch. I mean, we're talking about 3 halos. So you have the outer halo, and then right in the middle, you have several diamonds. There's so many beautiful diamonds. And then look at the tier. So you have, think about a tier or like layers of cake. That's what I see here when I show it to you from this direction. You've got the initial layer, and then you have another halo, and then you've got that top portion that has your look of a bigger solitaire with several diamonds in the middle there. Love it. Love, love, love it. And the weight on this one is good too. So this one is going to be about 5.5 grams, and that's minimum because we do have it in different sizes. Well, we only have 20 of these to go around. I think we have a size 8, a size 9, and a size 10. Okay. Now with 925 sterling silver, you can always get it sized. There are jewelers out there that can help you out. It is all silver, this particular piece. Congratulations. If you decide to pick that one up, let me know if you have any questions. Please let me know. Thank you all so much for shopping with us during the holiday season. I've got some, now I'm going to get into the butterfly design here in just a few. First things first, we're going to do the dangle style earrings. So $549 on that ring. Don't forget, if you decided to get it, it's $412 out the door with the 25% discount. Okay. So although I'm moving into the earrings, this one is listed at $549, but with the discount, you're at $412. Okay. So that's going to be a big deal. Do we not have the earrings? Is that what it is?
No, we do. I just looked up for a second. We'll do this pendant, then we'll come back to the earrings.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the necklace first, and then as promised, we'll feature the earrings. No worries, right? Well, they coordinate too really well. These are these princess cut diamonds drive me crazy. Look at this necklace. Now, with holiday, there's so many different events that I'm sure, I don't know about you, but when I go to like, even if I go to a concert, if I go to a comedy show, if I go to any kind of show, I like to dress up. I've noticed here in Texas, they don't necessarily get dressed up. And my husband and I are like, we feel overdressed. Well, not really because we like to dress. But, everybody else here in Texas, there's certain states and cities that are kind of like that, a little more laid back. I'm originally from the DMV area, the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. So when we step out, we step out. I'm not saying that the people in the South don't. They just, they feel like they step out differently, right? They want to be comfortable. So I say that to say this. If you like to step out, your dinner, a show, you want to look your absolute best, look at the type of diamond necklace you have here. It's not just about holiday season. Every chance you get, it's nice to be able to dress up to the nines and, look your absolute best. This is beautifully done. The type of necklace that will elevate a pair of sweatpants. Even if you're wearing sweatpants and a sweatshirt, got your hat on, you put a diamond necklace like this on. So this is a 7mm princess cut diamond. You have 27 additional diamonds that are round cut that go up, and out in that kind of V shape design. It's slight, but if you look around the bottom of the diamond here, you do have the additional diamonds that swoop down and then come back around. They've done this so beautifully. When you get it in person, I think a lot of you are going to love it. They've done such a beautiful job. And then, of course, the chain that they've attached to it is not too bulky, not too chunky, because you don't want it to take away from the design. You want it to add. And I feel like that's exactly what they've done here. So from one end to the next, you've got about 2 inches. Okay, 2 inches across. And then the height of the princess cut with the actual setting underneath is going to be right around a 1/2 inch. So it's not going to be huge, but it's going to be bold, right? Still very classy, but yet it's not as demure as the last one we did. That's for sure. I mean, no way, right? The diamond in the center. So this one is 2.75 carats. The center diamond all by itself. Let me see if I can get you the carat weight here. So it doesn't have it broken down, does it? Mm-hmm. So the 7mm is going to be a minimum of 1.25 carats. But I don't have the breakdown on the actual diamond in the center. But I can tell you 7mm. So a 6mm is usually from 1 carat to about 1.25 carats. 7mm tends to be 1.25 carats or larger, heavier than that. So this one is definitely a minimum of 1.25 carats, and I'm just referring to this. I'm almost positive that this is over 2 carats. Because remember okay, so confirmation. So yeah, the entire necklace is 2.75 carats. So that princess cut in the center is definitely going to be a 2 carat. And I apologize. It's just when I don't have the details out here, but yeah, for sure. So the entire necklace, 2.75 carats of diamonds. And then the center diamond all by itself is an over 2 carat. Woo! That is going to be noticeable when you step into a room. All right, so coming up next, yes, I have the earrings finally. Did I give them the price on that? $879. Let me give you the discounted price. My apologies on that. Let me give you that 25% discount. So you're at $659.99 for this necklace. $659.99. The listed price is $879. It is in 14K yellow gold, so this is not one of our overlay pieces. It's solid gold. It is. And I love the detail again. I wanted to double check on that carat weight in the center. That's what threw me off and had me forget to do the final price. But that is over 2 carats in the middle. So the price that's listed is never the price you pay because you get the extra 25% discount when you shop with us through the live stream. So when you apply the discount from the $875, I believe it was listed at, you're down to $659.99. $879 is what it's listed at. Thank you, DJ. I appreciate that.
No problem.
So free shipping, listed price $879. When you apply the 25% discount, it takes you to $659.99. There is a 5-month payment plan if you're interested in taking advantage. No credit check, no nothing, just easy breezy. You're going to pay $131.99. I didn't add any taxes. You don't have to pay for shipping because when you spend that $50 or more, you get the free shipping, right? So, I mean, you're going to pay about $135 today with taxes, if that, per month. So this is a really good deal for those of you that wanted a standout necklace. Step to the side real quick so you have a chance to see it. This gives you a better shot at that V shape I was telling you about right here. And right underneath the 2 carat plus princess cut diamond, you have the additional diamonds that run underneath. So this is beautifully done. It really is. The necklace, it's nice to have necklaces instead of pendants. I mean, I like variety for me personally. And Shop LC makes it affordable for us to have variety, even with diamonds in the setting. Okay. All right. So let me check my time here. Good time. So I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 or 8 more pieces to get to. And I think you're going to enjoy this part of the show because now I'm going to do a pair of hoops here in just a few. Do the lever backs first. And then I have some butterfly pieces. I've got a butterfly ring, butterfly pendant, and I have this beautifully cut, design, natured, inspired pendant that I think a lot of you are going to like. It's more like a necklace than anything else, but I'll show that to you here in just a minute. First things first, it is officially time to do the princess cut lever back earrings. I am in love with these. I feel like every single catalog, any jewelry store that's worth their weight in gold, they have a design like this in their collection. And princess cut diamonds, they tend to be a favorite. First of all, this is almost like 2 pieces because when you look at the top half of the earring, it's a pretty hoop. And then what they did was they added that princess cut. They articulated the settings so they connected a little ring off the hoop so that now you have a fluidity. Now you have that movement from not just the hoop itself as it sways and dangles back and forth on the ear, but also the diamond on the bottom. I love these. Huge fan of this style. So these are on sale, 30-day money back guarantee. Guess how much these are? Like you're not even, hold on. I'm pressing buttons. Minus the 25. $974. $974 for these earrings. $970. It's crazy. Because when I give you the carat weight of just the diamond, oh my goodness. You see what I'm saying? The extra kind of movement. The fact that that diamond is, I mean, that's a big diamond. So let me give you some carat weight here. These are 4.25 carats total weight. So you have just over 2 carats in each ear. And here's where it gets good. These are 6.7, so just under a 7 millimeter princess cut diamond. And your carat weight is going to be just over a carat and a quarter. Incredible. Both of these diamonds are stunning. And when you think about, actually, let me make sure I do this right. Let me do the 4.25. Hold on one second. Actually, that diamond is larger. So 2.12. So you have about a carat. So let me give you the breakdown. This diamond on the bottom is going to be like 1.75 carats. That's almost a 2 carat all by itself. You see that design? And then also when you measure the setting because of the size of that diamond that's almost 2 carats all by itself, you have almost a full inch from top to bottom. Not quite, but it's close. Okay, so about 3/4 of an inch, a little higher than that, but we'll give it 3/4. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. And these are, ladies and gentlemen, 14K yellow gold, which again, a lot of you prefer your luxuriant diamonds in 14K if possible, right? We've got to price it right though. So with these are at $1,299. With the discount, you're at $974.99 for 14K yellow gold, 4.25 carats of diamonds, lab grown. They are graded G in color, VS in clarity. You're welcome. Because as you look around for, again, just 2 carats, if you have 1 carat in each year instead of the almost 2 carats you have in each year, it's in fact going to be 2 carats plus in each year. But I'm just referring to the diamond on the bottom. That's the only thing that I'm talking about, the princess cut diamond. Because together you have 4 1/4 carat. So in each year you have 2 carats in each year. But the diamond is almost a perfect 2 carat. It's insane. Anywhere you look for a lab grown diamond, 2 carat, you're going to spend probably $3,500, if not more. These are only costing you $974 today. That's the out the door price. We do have the 5-month payment plan available to you, which I prefer using, especially during the holiday season. You're at under $200 for the monthly payment plan. No credit check, no interest. You simply choose the option of making payments. It'll calculate it for you. Once you add the taxes, free shipping on these. But once you add the taxes in your city or state, then that's going to adjust, right? And then they're going to split the cost for you over 5 months. They are perfect. And some of you prefer this style of earring rather than the stud. You know, some of you may have a pair of studs that you've had forever, or maybe you want something a bit more noticeable, something a little more present, frames the face beautifully. There's nothing like the perfect pair of dangle style earrings, especially with diamonds in the setting. So these are G in color, VS in clarity. The princess cut is nearly a 2 carat in each year. You have the additional, probably like 15, 20 points, maybe 1/4 carat in that hoop part, and the rest is history. I mean, 14K yellow gold. I did want to show you the post here. You have a hinge on the back, lines up to the post, snaps right in place. You're going to do, basically when it snaps into place, it's like a little hinge that it goes up, it locks, and then you're going to pull it apart. You bring it down just a little bit. It goes kind of like underneath there, and it opens up. So it's a really convenient style, also easy to put on, easy to take off, and more importantly, secure. Last thing you want is for this, the diamonds to be gone, missing in action after being out and about. So the style of the earring is definitely secure. I love the way they added that little bit of you'll feel it kind of move into place once you put them on. There's the last look on the stand. Of course, I've got the other one on the ear. Ladies and gentlemen, under $1,000 out the door is sensational for those. $974.99 is the final price once you discount them 25%. 30-day money-back guarantee on these, gentlemen. Holiday season, New Year, maybe it's for the birthday. Coming up in Valentine's Day. They hit us with the holidays back to back, don't they? Just when it's about to slow down, they throw another marketing campaign. Now you have to buy things for the one you love. You know how it is, right? I mean, we got to give us a reason to shop. So Valentine's Day is the next holiday, and people start shopping ahead of time. I mean, I know our Shop LC family, I try to as often as possible. I mean, during the holiday season, since the deals are so good, I might buy several items that don't necessarily go out this first round when I'm sending out packages to family for Christmas. It might be that I've got a sister-in-law who celebrates in January. I have a good friend of mine who celebrates in January. My mom's birthday's in January. So there are a lot of people that I'm already thinking about getting items. So John's birthday's in January. I got to start now thinking about what he wants. But I mean, this is what it's all about, right? Planning ahead so you don't necessarily wait until the last minute. And some of us are better than that, or better at that than others, right? I work on it all the time. All right, so coming up next, here we go. We're going to do a pair of hoops, and then we also have the butterflies. Yes. Okay, anybody and everybody can wear the perfect pair of hoops. I feel like nowadays I'm seeing a lot more guys wearing hoops too. So if he doesn't mind, now these are, I don't know what to consider large for a guy, but I have seen some of the gents, wearing the hoop earrings, and they tend to wear up to this size. I haven't seen that many guys. Really, it's a preference, right? So it depends on the guy. So I don't want to speak for men, right? I'm just speaking for the trend, if you will, and what I'm seeing out there. And these are just under an inch. These are just under an inch. Not an inch, but right at about 3/4 of an inch is what we'll call it. They are a huggy hoop, which I love. So similar to the pair that we just had, but instead of having the dangle and the actual the closure here on the back end, has a little more of kind of like a place on the inside. You'll see the difference between the two, but both are secure. They're just a little bit different. The huggy hoops, they connect. You've got the hinge that comes all the way back and down. The curvature in the post is a little more present here rather than straight across. Once you put the hoop in, you're going to line it up. It snaps right in place. It is secure. That's going to be about 3/4 of an inch. Now, these are rhodium over sterling, which is nice because it drives the price down. These are listed at $479.99 with the 30-day money-back guarantee and the 25% discount. That puts you down to $359.99. Yes! I'm loving that. You know why? These are 1.25 carats. 1.25 carats of diamonds. That's a lot of carat weight. Okay? Lab grown. Look for the color and the clarity when it comes to lab grown diamond material. You want your diamonds to be identical to their natural counterpart. If you're a big fan of earth mine diamonds, but you always wanted to go a little bit larger, for whatever reason the budget didn't permit, go with the lab grown. Get yourself a pair of lab grown diamond studs, hoops, anything. I mean, look how pretty this butterfly that's going to be coming up. Are you kidding? Don't let anybody talk you out of it. And especially as you start looking around and see what all these designers are charging people for lab grown diamonds. Right? There's a technique. There's a process. There are chambers. There's some time that goes into the lab-grown diamond material. It's got the same chemical makeup, optical property, visually, everything's identical. So I want you guys to learn as much information about lab-grown as you can because it is kind of the wave of the future when it comes to diamonds. A lot of people are saying, sign me up. So we're here to ensure that you guys see different styles, different designs that are up for grabs with that lab-grown diamond material that's out there in the retail stores, okay? All right. So with the discount, the earrings, $359.99. We do have a 5-month payment plan option, which is nice because now you're paying $71.99. $71.99, you have the perfect pair of hoops. And as I mentioned, if 1 inch is a little too big or a little too large, you want something that's under that, these are them. This is it. You do have a smaller hoop, not by a lot, but it's about 3/4 of an inch in height. And you can see from across the way that the hoop itself is not over the top. You can still wear them in a corporate environment without feeling like you're wearing too big of a hoop and it can be distracting. I think these are perfect. Now, I can't guarantee that the diamonds are not going to catch anybody's attention, right? I mean, that's what diamonds do. They tend to have that light dispersion that plays with, just all the light, whether it's the indoor light, incandescent light, outdoor natural sunlight, it's not going to matter. Diamonds, they play well with everybody's lights. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons why they call them a girl's best friend, or just in general, people are attracted to the beauty of a diamond. So these diamonds are 1.25 carats of diamond, okay? Again, G to H in color, SI1 in clarity. And if you're wondering how many diamonds you have here, we're talking 22, so you have different cuts, right? 22 in the baguette, 11 in each ear, and then you have 36 round cuts. Split that up between the two. You've got the perfect amount of carat weight, beautiful diamonds. And let me bring these in a bit more so you have a chance to see. These are some of the prettiest because you have the different cuts from the round cut to the baguette. Now you're going to have flash, sparkle, flash, sparkle, flash, sparkle. That's what I think. Because, when you facet a gemstone, The way you facet a certain shape will be different from another shape, right? And I don't want to get too technical, but when you have a baguette, you facet it straight across or straight up and down. Okay, so these are called step cut facets. And then when you have something like a round cut, you're able to kind of cut around it and create. Usually on a round cut, you'll see a diamond facet. So it's in the shape of a diamond and they go all the way around that diamond. Anyways, the cuts make a difference. It's one of the reasons why some of us rather have an Asher cut over a round cut, or some of us would prefer having the marquise over the pear. So, it's okay to want a certain cut or be attracted to a certain cut. It's just like you being attracted to a person, right? Right? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And so when you meet your dream person and you're like, ooh, he looks good. Well, to you, he may look good, but to me, I might be like, No, but I think with diamonds, it doesn't matter, does it? It could be round cut, pear cut. That bling is beautiful. It really is. Diamonds they should be in your collection. I feel like they're so pricey, and I'm really excited about being able to bring the lab grown diamond material because it is so much more affordable and you can go big and bold. Look at the size of that butterfly in the pendant. Isn't that pretty? Imagine that on the neckline. Comes with the chain. In fact, the actual chain is attached to the butterfly wings, right? A little bit different than the bail that we're used to. Also, the bail is going to be that top portion where you put the chain through. This one here has the lobster claw with the 2-inch extender. This is so pretty. Price is crazy. $399.99. $399, and that's before the discount. Wait a minute. Let me get you that. I think it's gonna be $299, but I always like to double check. $299.99, $100 off the price. This one has 1 carat of diamonds. And remember we talked about the different cuts? Look at these baguette cuts. We do have a bundle deal on this one. If you get the matching ring, you get an additional 10% off. There's also listed, you have a pair of earrings. They're a little bit different, but we do have a pair of earrings listed so that you can include those and get another discount on the bundle. So right now, these two pieces bundled together, 25% off each individual piece. Both of them are listed at $399. So with that 25% discount, that makes your butterfly pendant $299, and that makes your ring $299. With that discount, you get the extra 10% off the total. So it's really nice when you bundle, a few pieces together, if at all possible. You save extra the more you bundle. You don't always see 3 pieces, but in this case, there are 3 pieces that you can bundle with. I'm not too sure if I have the earrings out here. Double check. I don't think so. But we do have a pair of earrings if you like bundling and saving a little more money. Check it out on our website. You'll be able to find that bundle deal online. Look at this butterfly. And you see the size of the ring. I already let the cat out of the bag. The pendant and the ring are the same price, $299. $299. Okay? So you're going to save an extra $100 on the pendant and an extra $100 on the ring. Who in the world doesn't like a beautiful butterfly style design? Now, some of you are like, well, the ring is a little too big. I get it, but I personally, proud of my life here at Shop LC, I didn't do the larger styles as often as I do today. When you get these gemstones in the setting and really embrace the beauty, these are pieces of artwork. Sometimes artwork needs to be a little bigger and bolder. So I'm going to step back a little bit so you have a chance to see that. Look at how noticeable. That's beautiful. And I don't feel like it's tacky over the top, right? Sometimes that comes to mind when you see certain things, certain pieces of jewelry. I'll be honest with you. I've seen some pieces that you're like, that's nice, but I wish it was like a little bit smaller. This one was designed to be big and bold. Big and bold to stand out on the neckline or on the finger, meant to be worn together if your budget permits. And at the $299, there's a 5-month payment plan available to you. So if I were to divide that, $60 per month on both pieces. Obviously 60 on the pendant, 60 on the ring. How much better can it get? This is 2 carats of diamonds, 1 carat in each piece. Diamonds are G to H in color, SI in clarity. I mean, best of the best. And you deserve the best. Also, the necklace, I wanted to point out, we're going to bring that in next. Well, do we have the ring or the pendant up? We have both of them available. Right now I have 16. Shop 16 is the necklace. And then is the ring shop 17 or was it shop 15? Okay. So shop 15 is going to be that ring. Isn't that good? I mean, think about how many jewelry stores. So I got and I'm sure a lot of you are probably getting this yourselves in your mailbox. A lot of the department stores that you shop with are going to be sending you the mailers with all the holiday stuff. And they'll start putting the jewelry pieces that'll be on sale. $2.99 is what you can pay for a diamond accent piece. And when I say diamond accent, I'm talking about a diamond piece that has less than 10 points of diamonds, which is okay. Nothing wrong with that. In fact, we did this little kitty right here. This one had less than 10 points. Or was it 10 points? Either way, it wasn't a 1 carat, right? This is 1 carat. Listed at the price point, you would find a 5 to 10 point sterling silver, diamond necklace. And you have tons of diamonds. So the way they did this with the baguettes, I don't know if you've seen this, but I'm going to take my hand from behind it. You see, I can see through it. There's lots of open filigree work. Also, the baguette diamonds that they're setting are set in different angles, different directions. So they're really creating this beautiful piece of artwork that you get to either wear on the finger or around the neckline. What butterflies represent, right? Change. Butterflies represent new beginnings, a new birth, right? Like a reincarnation, like a just starting over, rebuilding. Every chance we get, we should be doing that. Just, figuring out how we can do things a lot better than we did the day before. I try every day. So the butterfly, represents that change, that new beginning, that new start day to day. So I think about good friends of mine. This is a beautiful piece to give to a close family member, a good friend, because you may not know what ring size she wears, but you certainly know that she'd appreciate a beautiful butterfly that represents, just who she is as a person, always changing, always evolving. I know a lot of people are like, well, that's just who I am and la, la, la. Okay. Keep being that way. See what you get. I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's important that we realize that it's not always somebody else. Sometimes we have to work on ourselves. And I feel like butterflies represent that. Okay.
Never seen anybody making caterpillar jewelry, Jessica.
Say again? That's right. John makes a good point. He said, you don't see people with caterpillar jewelry, right? And they're so cute too, but they're in the middle of their situation. But they are cute though. But that's a good point, John. It's always the butterfly that comes out, right? After, what is that, the metamorphosis? Mm-hmm. See? Those are the stages of life. All right, so coming up next, what do we have? Are we doing the bracelet?
Yes.
Okay, so we did the butterfly pendant. We did the butterfly ring. Both of those are at 925 sterling silver. Both of them have 1 carat of G to H SI1 clarity diamonds. The original price is $3.99 on either one of those butterfly pieces. You get the 25% discount. That takes each piece down to $2.99. If you did decide to get both, then you get that extra little discount, another 10% off. So you always want to consider if there is a bundle deal getting in on that second or third piece. Look at this bracelet. I'm in love. Hello. Hi. This is a chevron style. Each of these are baguettes that are set at an angle. Chevron. When you think of a chevron, think of like this V chevron. That detail is throughout the entire diamond bracelet. The way they set them, perfectly done. Look at that mirrored effect. Wow. That is beautiful. So this is going to be G to H in color, SI in clarity. Do we have just one length in this one?
Yes, just one length.
So the one length is going to be 7 1/4. I think we did these in several lengths, but they probably all sold out. So this one is available to you with 4.25 carats in the setting. And the big deal here is the price. Listen to this. $1,199.99. Not today. We're going to go down 25%. $899 for 4.25 carats. Oh my goodness. You have the box closure. You have the safety catch. So there are the two latches. So I'm going to bring it in this way so you have a chance to see it. Boom, snaps right in place. Bring the latches down for security. Boop, boop. And now you've got this unbelievably beautiful, secure bracelet you never have to worry about. That's important. Little things like that. I can't tell you how many times I've seen like beautiful pieces of jewelry and I look at their clasps and I'm like, I don't know. I need something a little more, secure than that. Doesn't look like it's going to be able to hold. This one is definitely going to hold. You have the two latches, again, one on each side. The box closure snaps right in place. Without those latches, it's secure, but it's nice to have the additional latch on both sides just in case. So this one is $8.99. Now I want to talk about how many diamonds, because I gave you carat weight, 4.25 carats, but it's important you know how many diamonds. Since this one is only 7.25 inch, you have 170 diamonds, all beautifully set. Gram weight on this one is nice too. We're talking just over 7 grams. Beautifully done. I mean, if you wanted a very unique style diamond bracelet, you didn't necessarily want the norm. Perhaps the round cuts are not, your thing. You've gotten round cuts in the past. You want to do something completely different. I feel like baguette cuts in a diamond bracelet and then the way they're set in this form is next level. Okay. So this is an opportunity for you to take advantage of something spectacular. It is in 925 sterling silver. You've got that rhodium over sterling finish. I mean, what more can you ask for? What more can you ask for? The perfect price, which we've given you at $899.99 with that 5-month payment plan, takes you down to $179.99. We'll round up $180. And remember, the payment plan is there so that you can test drive the items, comfortably. Feel confident about your purchases. Don't say, well, if you don't like it, then we want you to send it back. Trust me, we don't want you to keep something you don't love, right? We want you to be representing when you're out and about in your Shop LC jewelry, proud, excited. We want other people to stop you and compliment you in it. And that's exactly what's going to happen. And hopefully at that point, you'll tell somebody about us. But in the meantime, we're here for you. I mean, we don't just have lab-grown diamonds. We have everything under the sun you can imagine. If you go to our website, shoplc.com, there's an entire catalog. You can go to home. So if you want like towels, if you want bed sheets, if you want rugs, things like that, if you want items for your kitchen, we have all that as well. And then, of course, we have handbags, we have clothing. Right now, I'm just doing a lab-grown diamond show, but we've got everything on our website. You might want to check it out when you get a chance. With that said, I think I'm down to the wire.
Shows at 12:30 and 4:30.
Oh, we have a TikTok show. So we have 2 TikTok shows, one at 12:30 and one at 4:30. Very good. That's always fun. You guys put music on then? I want some music, John.
I know. We need some of that. I'm working on it for January.
Okay. So that's good. The new year, we're going to come out swinging. There's going to be a vibe.
We want to dance.
Well, I mean, it depends on the vibe of the host. I feel like...
I'm kidding.
Huh?
I'm kidding.
What did you say? Did you say something I missed? You say you need
No.
more dance?
I said you want to dance, yeah.
Oh, I do want to dance. I'm always... absolutely. Always wanting to dance. Music, it makes the life, better. At least in my opinion.
100%. That
right?
royalty-free. We've used it for a lot of stuff. We're trying to maneuver towards that.
Yeah, just the beats. Boom, chicka, boom, boom, choo, 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 choo. Whatever it is, right?
It's
That's
fun.
some good beats, yeah. All right, so with that said, speaking of, music, I feel like music can be colorful. You can incorporate styles and designs and artwork with music. So this one here has the floral detail. That is such a pretty flower. You can literally see the petals on the flower come to life just based on how they designed this. And I got good news. This one's listed at $549.99 with the 25% discount. One of the best priced items, $412. And there's a matching, I think, piece. Yes, the earrings. We're going to feature the earrings as well. So you have a half carat in the ring. We're going to check out the carat weight in the earrings. Let's see if I have it listed here. Not quite. So as soon as we bring it up, I'll give it to you. It's probably going to be about a half carat too. But, okay, let's talk ring because it gives you a two-tone feel because you have the yellow diamonds in there. So you have yellow and white diamonds. Remember, if you're just now joining this live stream, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, don't forget to like us, share the page. Keep in mind, if you have any questions during these shows, you can always ask the host in the comments section. We have our personal shopper team available to you for any questions. They can also process orders. But I think more importantly, when you shop with us during these live streams, you get the 25% discount. You get the free shipping if you spend $50 or more. And then you also have the budget payment option. These are discounted limited edition pieces too. A lot of these pieces, we don't have more than 6, 7, 20, 8, 11. That's it. So we're able to really kind of drive that price down to ensure that those of you that are watching today have a chance to take advantage of the maximum savings, not just on the price that it's actually listed at, but the extra 25% discount. So you've got that coupon code LIVE25. That's what you'll use when you're checking out Live25. And you can use that, or you can chat with our personal shopper team. They can complete the order. Okay. All right. Here we go. So this one, let me give you the count on the diamonds. And then also the measure. See, the measurement on this one's a pretty big deal. This one is going to be about 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom. That's a nice size. I mean, this is not a teeny tiny ring. It is big. It is bold. It pops. You have the yellow. You have the white. So with the white diamonds, I think you have about 77 in total. But at 77 in total. But out of that, you have quite a few diamonds that are going to be yellow. I don't have the breakdown on the yellow, but I can tell you right now from experience, the center is where those white diamonds are. You have more yellow than white. So you probably have about 1/3 of the carat, the yellow, and then the rest of the carat weight, like 15 points, is coming in on the white in the center. But beautifully done. These match up perfectly with the earrings. Boom. Just like that. So do we have a bundle deal listed? Me crossing my fingers.
Do, but we don't have this pendant.
Stop.
Might be with the ring on the, on the earrings when I go to that page.
So we have a bundle deal on the ring. There's a pendant listed that I don't have here on set, but I do have the earrings. And so here's what I would recommend. I'd get in touch with our personal shopper team to see if you can get all 3 pieces in the bundle, because it just doesn't make any sense to not have. I mean, that's why we do bundle deals. Sometimes we have a glitch. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's a glitch in the system. It's okay. Glitches happen, right? We have solutions for glitches. Our personal shopper team is on standby. That's the beauty of having them, right? Because if I were like, oh my gosh, it's not listed and then they're not connected, I wouldn't have anywhere to turn. But we do. There's a personal shopper. So 888-835-2237. No, all jokes aside, though, seriously. The 3 pieces were made for one another. And anytime we do pieces that coordinate, they match. They don't just look kind of sort of the same. They are the same. Then we're going to bundle the deal. So that is a guarantee. You've got to give them a call. Let them know you're interested. I've got the pendant. Not on set, but it is there. It looks just like the entire suite. It's going to be one of these in a pendant with the chain. And then I also have the earrings. Earrings are a 1/2 carat just as the pendant is. The pendant's going to be a 1/2 inch. Or wait, is the pendant? Can I get the carat weight on those? I actually didn't check on the pendant. Let me make sure. Okay, so everything is a 1/2 carat. The pendant is listed at $4.99. The earrings are listed at $5.49. The ring is listed at where? Is that $4.99 the ring?
$5.49.
Okay. So the earrings and the ring are $5.49. Let me give you the discounted price with the 25% discount on the $5.49 price point. Oop. That's going to be $4.46. So if you decide to get the diamond ring, you're going to pay $4.46. Okay. If you decide to get the diamond earrings, you're going to pay $4.46 as well. The pendant is the one that's listed at $4.99. And that you get if you contact our personal shopper team. We don't have those available during our live stream, but we know that if you like what you see here with the earrings and the ring, you wanted a matching pendant, wanted to give you a heads up. We have that available behind the scenes. Now, how many we have, that could be the reason why we don't have it listed. Maybe there's 1 or 2. So just wanted to give you a heads up. If you're interested in the yellow and white diamond earrings, or the yellow and white diamond ring. You wanted the matching pendant. Make sure you get our customer care team, personal shopper team to let you know about that particular item. Okay, so you know about it and you know what it's priced at. I can tell you right now, I see it at $4.99, and I'm sure there's some sort of discount that we can apply to that. So let them know you're interested in the pendant. That I didn't have it on the screen, but I mentioned bundle deal. Let them know I mentioned bundle deal. Okay. All right. Next, we only have one more item. All right. This will be our final item. And if you were interested in any of these lab-grown diamond pieces, please don't forget, if you have any questions, the good thing about this show is that you can actually see all the items on our website. So when you go to the live streaming tab online, you have access to all the items, all the details. But if you're somebody who maybe has questions and you want to chat with our personal shopper team, you can always get the item numbers off of the website and then give that information to them so that they can help you with, pricing and all that good stuff. It's important that you take advantage of the deep discounts we're able to offer you during these shows, because I can tell you right now, even during our sale events, a lot of times I'll see an item that's listed that I'm excited about, and then it goes up in price. So just keep in mind, just like any other jewelry store or any other sale that happens, we reserve the right to take the price down as well as bring it back up. Okay. So I'm just giving you a heads up. We're honoring these prices for 48 hours during the live stream. Is it 48?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure. And when I say it, I'm like, because typically it's this for the day, right? The sale is there and then it's gone. Yep. So you do have the 48 hours to take advantage. All right. The last item is my grand finale. That is going to be a clearance item. Okay. This one we've taken a deeper discount on. You get the 18K Vermeil Rose Gold over Sterling finish. You have your extender on the back end, which is quite nice. I love the fact that the lobster claw clasp allows you to adjust here. You're going to play around with it. And the reason why I say play around with it is because depending on the type of outfit that you're wearing, your neckline may be different, right? Sometimes it's V-neck, sometimes it's scoop neck, sometimes it's round neck, sometimes it's turtleneck. There's so many different outfits. So with that said, the 18 to 20 inch wiggle room is going to allow you to play with the way that it sits around the neckline, and you're going to have some options. Okay. This one is on clearance. It is a final sale. We're talking $959.99 minus the 25%. You still get the discount. $799 for this beauty. It is a full carat of diamonds. Okay. That's backwards. It is a full carat of diamonds. I'm like, where's the sparkle? So there it is. Nature inspired. You've got that kind of vine look that goes from one end to the next. Very organic, very nature-like. You're seeing a lot of this kind of minimalist style and design in the high-end jewelry stores. You have it here up for grabs. We're doing free shipping and handling. Come on in. Come on in, because the water is more than fine. All right, so that was a clearance item. I am going to go ahead and wrap up the show. I want to thank each and every one of you so much for hanging out with me. I'm Jessica Maldonado. This is one of the best shows I've had the chance to be a part of, just simply based on the variety that we were able to feature. So the variety is there, whether or not you decide to take advantage. It's up to you. Price cuts are given to you for the 48-hour period. Please don't miss out on anything that you fell in love with. It has been such a pleasure serving you. I'll see you guys next week. And if you have a chance to join me on the live TV side, I'd love for you to join me. Again, my name is Jessica Maldonado. I'll be hosting tomorrow night from 4 to 6, 8 to 11 Central Time. It's been a pleasure. Congratulations on all your purchases. Take care. God bless. Mwah.